Hey guys, what's up? Oh my god. Welcome to my Turkish bedroom. I really like it. Like, I'm still decorating it, but I don't know about the lighting. I think it's either really amazing or really shitty. We shall see. For today's video, I have a list of 5 things that you have to know before moving to Turkey. Well, you guys, this video is basically just gonna be me telling you embarrassing stories because I didn't know these 5 things. So, I'm gonna take one for the team and tell my embarrassing stories, and I'm doing this for you guys so that when you move to Turkey, you won't have the same embarrassing stories. Yeah. I need some coffee before we do this. Wait a minute. Okay. Oh, Jesus. The first thing you need to know before moving to Turkey is that you should not trust Turkish books. If you are trying to learn Turkish, sometimes the grammar books will teach you something, but it doesn't always work like that in Turkey. They don't always use some of the phrases that they teach you in the book. For example, when I remember back in 2010, 1 week before I moved to Turkey, I was looking online and looking in Turkish books, and I was thinking okay, I'm gonna learn some Turkish so when I go there, I can talk a little bit, whatever. So I wanted to say the basic stuff like hello and goodbye. So in the grammar books, to say goodbye, it teaches you the word for goodbye is Allah'a ısmarladık. And I literally thought that's what you were supposed to say every time you said goodbye to someone, was Allah'a ısmarladık, Allah'a ısmarladık. I literally spent, I'm not kidding, I literally spent a week memorizing this word because it's so long. Even now I can't say it. Allah'a ısmarladık. And so I went to Turkey thinking, yes, I'm gonna use this word. I worked so hard to memorize it. Yes, it's gonna be so good. And I went to Turkey, and when I used this word, people looked at me like I was crazy. I would say goodbye to someone okay, see you later, Allah'a ısmarladık. And they looked at me Turkish people looked at me what did she just say? Did she just say Allah'a ısmarladık? And finally people told me Chelsea, no, our grandparents use that word, nobody says that. So apparently this is kind of an old Turkish word or something. They don't use it. I don't know why it's in the book, but they don't use it, and it was embarrassing for me because I was you don't use it? You don't say Allah'a ısmarladık? Are you sure? Because my Turkish grammar book said that you do. Yeah, they don't. The next thing you need to know before moving to Turkey is that on October 29th, there's actually a really important holiday. It's called Atatürk's Day. And basically, this is kind of an annual memorial to commemorate the death of Atatürk, who was the founder of the Republic of Turkey. He's a really important figure in Turkish history, and he's really honored throughout the country. So October 29th was the day that he died, and if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's at 9:05 a.m. is the exact time that he died. So to honor him, every year at that exact time on October 29th, everyone in the country is expected to stop everything they're doing and take 1 minute of silence to kind of honor and respect him. So that's really nice, and that's a really beautiful way to honor him. And you're probably wondering, Chelsea, why do I need to know that before moving to Turkey? And I'll tell you why you need to know that. I will tell you with a story because I didn't know about this holiday before moving here. And so it was October 29th, 2012. And I was in Alsancak in Izmir. And I remember it was kind of a cold, gray morning, kind of creepy and gloomy. and I was listening to my music, and I was in Alsancak. I was walking down Bornova Street. If you know Bornova Street, it's really big and crowded. Again, I didn't know this holiday existed. I thought it was just a regular day. No one told me. So I was walking down the street, like listening to my music, everything's good, everything's normal, and suddenly, out of nowhere, everyone in the city froze. Everyone froze in the whole city. So I was just kind of like, what the fuck is going on? I was so freaked out because like I had no idea. It was so like, what am I supposed to think? I honestly thought that it was like a zombie apocalypse. I was like, oh my god, holy shit, what the fuck is going on? Like, I was expecting everyone to like start turning into like a werewolf or a zombie, and just like, it was so weird. So anyway, I didn't know what to do. I just kind of froze, and I like was like, oh god, shit, should I move? Should I not move? Like, what the hell? And then after a minute, everyone kept walking again, and I was just like standing there like, what the fuck was that? What just happened? So it was already creepy, like it was cold and gray and early in the morning, and ugh. So yeah. And then after that, I like was on my way to meet my friends, and I just kind of asked them like, did you guys see, like, you know, everyone kind of stopped moving today? Did you see that? And they were like, yeah, Chelsea, it's because of Atatürk's Day, you know. They take a moment of silence. You knew that, right, Chelsea? I was like, yes, I knew that. Obviously, I knew that. So yeah. So the next thing you need to know before moving to Turkey is that sometimes Turkish people will tell you the wrong price for something. So what do I mean by that? Sometimes they will tell you that something is 1,000,000 lira when actually it's 1 lira. I'm really not sure why. I think it's because back in like the 90s, I think, there was an inflation problem, and therefore they had to use like millions for their currency. And I think sometimes people just slip up and accidentally still use it. So it still happens sometimes. Like, for example, I'll go to like a little market or something, and I'll ask, you know, like, how much is this bottle of water? And they'll be like, it's 1,000,000 lira. And you're like, really? Jesus, what, for a bottle of water? But no, seriously. It usually only happens with kind of like older people. Like, you might go into a store and ask like, how much is this shirt? And then if it's like 10 lira, they'll be like 10 million lira. So I don't know. When I first came, it was really confusing because I think I asked something like that, like, how much is this shirt? And they said like 10 million. I was like, Jesus Christ, what is it made out of? Okay, the next thing you need to know before coming to Turkey, this one is so embarrassing. I'm gonna look like such an idiot. Okay, so I'm from the US, and in the US, we don't have many censored lights in like public places. For example, if you walk into a public bathroom, usually the lights aren't censored. Usually they're just on all the time, you know, because consumerism. Usually the lights are just on all the time. But in Turkey, in my experience, I've seen a lot of censored lights. For example, if you're in an apartment building, in the hallway, like the lights will come on when you enter the hallway, you know, they're censored. Also in public bathrooms, like the lights are censored, so they only go on when someone's in there. It's actually really practical and, you know, really good for the environment, but in the US, I think we just have them on all the time. So when I came to Turkey, I wasn't used to that. And so I remember, oh, this is so embarrassing, but like my first time going into my apartment building, I went into the hallway of the apartment lobby, and the light came on when I came in, and I was like, oh my god, what the fuck? like I just walked in and the light came on. And then like I went into, I think it was just another apartment or something, and the same thing happened, you guys. Like I walked in and then the light came on. Oh my God. And I thought like, you know, I thought I was the chosen one. I was like, oh my God, like shit, like I must have some superpower coming out of me. Like this is, I'm about to get my Hogwarts letter, like watch out world. Oh, so embarrassing. Thank God I didn't like tell anyone this one, but yeah. And then later I realized it was happening everywhere, and then I realized that Turkey just has sensory lights everywhere, so oh my God. Okay guys, the last thing you need to know before moving to Turkey is actually about the language. So in Turkish, if you want to say what's up, you need to say naber, naber, which actually translates to like what's the news. That's how they say it, like what's up, what's the news. So in English, when we say what's up to our friend, like hey, what's up, usually the response we say is like nothing, not much man, what's up with you. We don't say like, hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm good. So in Turkey, when someone says naber, what's up, the appropriate response is to say, I'm good, thank you. But in English, we really don't say that. We don't say, what's up? I'm good, thank you. Because we're not asking, how are you? We're asking, what's up? Like, what's new? Is there anything new? So in English, when we say, what's up? Like, usually the response is to say, like, not much, nothing. But in Turkish, when you say, what's up? The appropriate response is to say, I'm good, thank you. Again, I didn't know that when I came here. So when people asked me, like, Chelsea, naber? I said, hiçbir şey, hiçbir şey, which means nothing, because I was translating. So for the first, I don't know how many months, I was saying that. So basically they're asking me, Chelsea, how are you? And I said, nothing, which is so weird and embarrassing, and nobody corrected me. Why did no one correct me? So anyway, when you come to Turkey and when someone says, naber, you should tell them, iyiyim, I'm good, iyiyim, teşekkürler, like that. Don't tell them nothing. So yeah, anyway, so that's it guys. Those are my 5 embarrassing stories and things that you need to know before you come to Turkey. So let me know in the comments what you guys want for future videos. I'm definitely going to be making more content in the future. Thank you for your patience, and yeah, I hope you guys are having a great day. I will talk to you soon. Bye guys!